Hey, Chelsea Amber here from Christian Guitar Girls, and it is a new month, which means a new challenge. If you are new to this channel or to our private Facebook group, then I'll explain. So for the last few months, we've done monthly challenges. So each month there's a new challenge of something that you do just for 5 minutes a day, but that will help you improve as a guitar player. And so we've been working on that, and so it's the first day of the next month, which means a new challenge. And one thing I wanted to mention is that if we ever have a challenge that doesn't line up with your own goals or that doesn't apply to songs that you're working on, then what I'm going to get you to do is just go back to our original monthly challenge, which was just to pick up the guitar and just play anything for 5 minutes a day, okay? So we can treat that challenge, or treat this upcoming challenge the same way. If this doesn't line up with something you're working on, then just go back to the original challenge. One thing I thought that would be really useful for us to work on this month would be dynamics. And you might be part of a worship team, and if you are, that's awesome. And perhaps you're in a situation where you want your playing to reflect what you see the Holy Spirit doing in the room, whether it's, bringing more energy or having a more subdued moment, or maybe you want to bring it down because the pastor wants to say a word, or your worship pastor wants to speak over the congregation or something. Then it's always good to have some extra tools in your back pocket so that you can respond accordingly. So okay, I need to bring this moment down, so here's what I'll do. So one thing that I like to do to bring in dynamics is called palm muting. And you might have heard guitar players do it. I do it a lot, actually. But let's see, this is Amazing Grace. That's one that I use it for a lot. So in the chorus, I'll do full strums. But then when I get to the verse, I like to bring it down just a little bit. And so in order to do that, I end up going to palm muting. Now the thing about palm muting is that you can still hear the chord. The strings aren't completely muted, but they're not ringing out completely either. So how you would achieve that is you put your chord on. So the key is that you have the meaty part of your palm resting right in front of the bridge on your guitar, okay? If you have it right on the bridge, it's not really going to mute anything, and if you have it too far forward, it's going to completely mute the strings. So it does take a little bit of practice just to know where to put your palm, but once you have that down, it becomes automatic, and then this will become another tool that you can use when you're leading worship or doing your own original songs. So I'll demonstrate for This Is Amazing Grace. So this is kind of what I would do for the verse. Who brings our chaos back into order? Who makes the orphan a son and daughter? The King of glory, the King above all kings. And then I get to the chorus. This is amazing grace. So we got full strums. This is perfect love. So you hear the difference there, and then maybe I want to go back to some muting for the bridge. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. And then that gives me a little bit of room to be able to grow and build the dynamics, because often in our worship tunes, especially when we get to the bridge, it's not unusual for the bridge to start really kind of quietly and build. So this is a way to play into that. So if maybe you're starting, stay, worthy is the King who conquered the grave. And then maybe you want to bring up the energy, and so then you can stop the palm muting and just do full strums. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. So you don't don't have to do this particular song. I just thought I would use that as an example because that's one where I use palm muting a lot. But yeah, so my challenge to you for this month, spending 5 minutes a day, is first learning how to palm mute. So that means figuring out, where your palm is going to rest. So again, not directly on the bridge because you're not really muting anything, and then not too far forward. So you can, if you want, you can start forward and then slowly move back until you hear it start to ring out a little bit, but in the muted fashion that we're looking for. So the first part is, just spending 5 minutes a day, just figuring out where to put your palm, and then after that, start incorporating it into a song. Now, as I said, there might be some people working on songs where this doesn't apply. I'm thinking in particular if you're playing a fingerstyle song. I'm sure there are fingerstyle songs that use palm muting. I just don't know of them. If there are, feel free to leave a comment and let me know. But I can't think of any. But yeah, so if you've got a song where it doesn't apply, then as I said, just go back to our original challenge, which is just to play guitar for 5 minutes a day. And of course, with these challenges, I always love it when people post, whether it's a comment or a photo or a video. And so feel free to do that in the group or on social media. You can use hashtag CGG challenge and let us know the song you're working on, maybe even demonstrate or have a picture. And if you're on Instagram, if you're posting on social media, then you can use the handle @Christian Guitar Girls to make sure that we see it. And as always, I love to invite new people to our Facebook group. So if you're a female guitar player who is looking to connect with other female guitar players who have a passion for the guitar and for God and for Jesus, then feel free to join us. I'll leave a link in the description so that you can join the group and connect with our community. All right, well, that's the challenge. Happy strumming.